Ego is your greatest ally. That's what you've heard, right? Well, here's something you haven't. Ego is your greatest ally and your greatest enemy. The truth lies in recognizing that ego is neither inherently good nor bad, but rather a tool. How do you use it? Stay tuned to find out. Ego, a mere tool. Our life experiences are the molds that shape our ideal persona. An arrogant, self-aware intellectual suffering from the costs of his arrogance will incline towards adopting a more stoic approach. On the other hand, if you have experienced nothing but constant downfalls in your life, you will blame your passivity for it. So, what will you think? You will think, okay, this pushover approach has brought me nothing but misery. From now on, I will be egotistical. Sound familiar? It should, because the fact is that every man embodies the extreme opposite of their current floundering personality. However, I'm here to tell you that that's the biggest mistake you can make. It's instinctual, but it's downright wrong. When it comes to ego, balance is non-negotiable. If you want to achieve maximum success, you've got to take some notes. You see, it's not about just being stoic or narcissistic. It's about being stoic and narcissistic. Let me break it down for you with an example. Imagine a skilled athlete determined to reach the top of his game. He can't afford to be wishy-washy with his abilities, right? He must have a healthy dose of narcissism to maintain an unshakable self-belief. However, here's the catch. In the heat of the game, if he lets his ego run wild like an untamed beast, he is setting himself up for disaster. That's where his stoic side should settle in. It will keep him focused and cool. Maintaining level-headedness in times of pressure comes with taming the ego. Now, some of you might frown upon the idea of being a stoic narcissist, but you cannot deny the utility of it. Ask yourself how many times your ego has cost you, and then ask yourself how many times your humility has saved you from unwanted situations. The answer will change your world. The bottom line is, ego and humility are both necessary, but neither alone is sufficient. You don't need to pick sides. It's not a schoolyard rivalry. However, you need to master finesse, the magic ability to effectively wield both aspects of your personality. Mastering finesse. Finesse lies in understanding the spectrum between ego and humility. When you understand the balance, it is easy for you to adapt to the demands of each circumstance. Showing arrogance or ingratitude after a victory shows hubris. It tarnishes your accomplishments with crudeness. To be honest, it's the most despicable quality. No one likes a self-gloating individual riding on a high horse. Instead, be humble in success and egotistical when facing struggles. Ego holds appeal in challenging moments, but becomes unnecessary in achievements. A nuanced practitioner of finesse gets the importance of context. What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at the two scenarios. How would a balanced man deal with women? Egotistically. Why? Because he knows when dealing with women, ego often pays off. Women admire dominance despite any insistence. On the other hand, in sales, the effectiveness of ego depends on your target audience. Lower-end markets respond well to ego, but the upper end prefers passion and humility. To embody the right finesse, you need to strike a balance of passionate humility when pitching your ideas. The essence of finesse is gauging the necessary level of ego and adjusting your behavior accordingly. A man of finesse is a master of power. If you have the skill to recognize what each situation demands and summon ego or humility at will, you are the catch. Don't be yourself, please. The notion of always being yourself is a utopic idea. It is strategically flawed and lacks practicality. Yes, it might work for highly developed individuals with finesse, but for most, it will hinder success. You must embrace artificiality to give yourself a level playing field. If you haven't noticed how only the most successful people say, just be yourself, be authentic, what they forget to leave out is when to be yourself. Authenticity is only a powerful tool when you are an accomplished narcissist. Then it inspires others and is financially rewarding. However, blindly adhering to this advice is misleading and detrimental to others. Growth and building diverse relationships often require adopting styles that may not feel natural initially. The idea of being fake is better understood as being dynamic, a valuable trait enabling you to effectively connect with a broader range of people. If you want to improve at something, the ego is your worst enemy. It blinds you to constructive criticism and prevents introspective to fix flaws. Instead, adopt a humble mindset, acknowledging your cluelessness and seeking feedback to learn and refine your approach. Do you have the finesse it requires to make your ego your slave? Comment down below. Until then.